Alright, now that the slave is done talking. Or the peasant, whatever we've been calling him.
Usually peasant.
Yeah, I think slave is worse.
It's a little more demure.
It's more medieval.
Yeah.
What do you mean by
Well, they had
demure?
slaves in medieval times.
Yeah, but I think they just called them peasants anyway.
Well, the peasants were just like lower class citizens. They slaves didn't
so,
have rights basically.
so minorities.
Peasants had some.
It's like the Martian minority from whatever show. They were like,
Oh,
apparently the white Martians are considered second class citizens to the green ones. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So the black people rule in this world.
yeah.
What
There's something I was gonna say.
are you gonna say?
I gotta think.
Something about minorities and peasants.
Oh, in the Roman Empire, if one of your parents was like a citizen, but your other parent wasn't, you weren't a citizen, so you're basically treated as like an outsider, so like
Wow.
a slave, kind of
So
is how you were
so hold
treated.
on. How did anyone have any rights at like at some point they would all just be second class?
What do you mean?
Like if they kept having kids and the parents eventually died that were citizens and their kids weren't
Well,
considered
no.
citizens.
If one of your, so let's say your dad was like a citizen, but he was like in the army or whatever, he's not actually supposed to have kids. So any kid that he would have wouldn't be a citizen because he's not supposed to have any. And if your dad is a citizen or your mom's a citizen, but your other parent isn't a citizen, you're also not a citizen.
Yeah, so
Both parents have to be
what I
citizens.
mean is if your both your parents aren't citizens and then eventually or if one of your parents isn't a citizen and like let's say the citizen's parent dies of old age along with the non-citizen parent, you're not a citizen because you were a part of that family. Eventually, they would all just be non-citizens.
Yeah, I mean, I think there was ways to become a citizen, I believe.
Do you got to get a green card?
I think one of the ways you could be a citizen is joining the military,
Yeah,
but
that's
then
kind of
you're
how
not
it is
supposed to have
here.
kids.
That's literally how it is now. If you're like a Mexican or something else, you have to join the military or wait a really long ass time.
Yeah.
That's why it's so hard for me to get Ivan or Shadow his visa. He has to wait
Yeah.
4 to 6 weeks just to get a passport.
How close are you?
We're close. What you mean,
No,
like
I
for the?
mean
Oh, in the
to
game.
the
Okay,
base.
I'm running through the chert gravel area,
Oh,
like
so you're
on
like
the
really
on the
close then.
path. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to show off Pig Hole.
Oh yeah,
Ah,
all the
okay.
pigs.
Finally.
I see the windmill.
I'm back.
All right.
We
Oh,
should
I
kill
didn't
some of
even know you were
those.
gone.
He said it in the chat.
I know, I know.
God damn it, there's two wolves right here.
I'm saying how little I care about him. I didn't even notice.
River,
Wow.
you should show when you're
The
running.
king giving the peasant acknowledgement,
River,
even in a dismissive way. Oh
River.
my goodness, this made my day.
You should
Yes,
show in
Hayden.
third person when you're running and you turn, you like lean to the side. You know what I mean?
Well, I jumped in Pig Hole.
How many are in
Yeah,
there
this
now?
is. It's less than before because you killed a bunch. Remember?
Yeah, because we need red meat.
I know.
Are the wolves still there, or like is my stuff still there? Because how long were you standing there for? It disappears in 5 minutes.
You're probably. You should
Oh
be
yeah, or
fine.
anyone wondering
You weren't
on
gone
his
that long.
anyone wondering on his stream, they don't have to be 5 minutes. That's just what the default is. You can set despawn times to an hour. Also, a thing to note is that unless you're in a loaded area, your items won't disappear. It's just if you're in the loaded area or someone is. So if you die really far away, they won't despawn unless you get like to the area or closer to the area where you died, and don't make it back in time. Where did I die? Oh, right here. All right, cool. I got my stuff.
Alright, I'm
Did you
gonna
take
head
my
back.
pies?
No, I did not. That is a lot of pigs. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know why they're all
The
there. River just trapped like a few of them in there, and we
well,
came
no,
back like.
I found them there, and then
Oh.
Alex is like, "Oh, we should put a trough down there so they got food."
Did you fill
And
the
then
trough?
they would have babies.
Did you fill the
What?
trough?
There was still food in there since we're
Oh.
not down here much anymore.
Oh
They
yeah, they're not
don't
loaded.
really eat. Yeah.
All right, I'm running back too. You want me to grab any berries off your bushes to make more juice so we can get drunk?
Yeah, I don't care. You can. I mean, eventually I guess we probably should so we can fill up. Well, no, I think we'll be fine. We're not gonna work on the ship too soon. I guess
No,
to
yeah,
make an actual
we're
bar.
gonna go to the archives first.
Yeah.
I want to go to the archives first. So once we're done with the steel chainmail, and if Anya stops lagging, we can at least. Well, if Anya's still lagging, we can at least scope out the area and like set up camp near it.
I don't know if she'd even want to actually go to the archive.
If she's lagging.
I mean, just in general, she'd probably rather build or something.
Well, we can.
Well, I don't know. She might
also
join.
she already saw the archive
Is
too.
she?
Yeah.
Oh
in
yeah,
my
that's right. You guys were doing a
world.
survival world together.
Yeah, when we were together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have a lot of berries here, and it's almost winter here anyway because the leaves are red. It's fall right
Yeah.
here, so I'm gonna harvest them anyway because they don't grow in the winter.
Sure, you can do that. I don't care.
Then we have a bunch of
It's
mash.
October.
Wait a minute, shouldn't you have been growing pumpkins over here?
I mean, I guess we could have.
Because we can't grow them over there, it's too hot.
I mean, we haven't really been sticking around this area.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe after
most
we do
of the time, it's just not
Maybe after the
beneficial.
first area, like first lore area, we do it. Because there is
we
another...
can head back for a bit.
There is another lore area from the new update. Actually, no, I think there are 3 or 4 areas in the game currently. Because there are bosses. And the newest music track is for the newest update for that boss. I have not seen what it looks like, and I do not know where it is.
Yeah.
I could tell you
No, do not tell me. I
but-
don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Why are you gonna say that to Hayden? You know he doesn't want to hear it.
Yeah, the one time I don't actually want to be spoiled about something.
Well, it's just a small correction that'll make you a little bit happier.
What? Is there more lore areas? Oh, there's 5. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna like tell me where it was or something.
Oh, sure, I'll tell you what
no,
it is.
No. Oh, well, no shit. We haven't even spawned it yet. The lore areas don't spawn unless you use the map. You have to acquire the map and then they spawn, so you don't accidentally find it. Which I actually like as a feature. You don't accidentally find it. Like, you literally have to get the map for it first.
I like finding things on accident.
Very, very.
Like there's one.
Okay,
I
you can stop
think it was
there,
one of
Alex,
my.
because now I'm getting ideas of where
Minecraft.
it might be.
I think one of my Minecraft servers it was where like there's a like exposed like end or the stronghold like from the ocean that we could just like see
Yeah,
from
I
the
know,
surface.
but also Minecraft is just boring.
I know. I mean, I thought that was really
Oh, a
funny
rift
though.
just
Just
spawned in
like
front of me.
I was sailing around the ocean and all of a sudden I'm like, huh, what's that? Is that a
You realize
ocean
do
monument?
you know how common that is now to find a stronghold underwater?
Nope, I don't play that much.
I used to play a lot, and I like any world that I was in, 5 out of 10 times, I would find fucking strongholds just in the water.
All right.
Remember the server
I
that we
think
had
that's
with Brian?
just selective bias.
Remember the server we had with like Brian and Frankie and Draven? The rift activity is at high. Another one just spawned in front of me.
Yeah, I know. That's the server I'm talking about.
Oh,
where
that
I
one,
found
yeah.
it,
It was
just in the
in the
water.
ocean.
That's the only time I've ever done that.
Yeah, and also me and Draven had op the whole time, and for some reason you didn't know.
Yeah, why would I know?
I thought you
just
did
like
know.
check that. No.
That's why we kept it a secret, because he started going off and building stuff.
Yeah, if I knew, you wouldn't have had it.
I know. That's why we didn't say anything.
Yeah, betraying my trust.
No, it was your fault.
That wasn't my fault.
You also
shouldn't have
blew
been
up
up.
my fucking, like, island.
Yeah, and the only
Even
reason
though
that
the
happened was
blocks-
because you were upped.
No, you didn't know I was up.
I don't think it.
It was only.
You
a
were still
few-
upped. You didn't tell me
No,
till
I-
after I blew it up, and you were all upset at me about it. That
Yeah, but the thing
I-
was, though, was that I did build it and shit. But the thing I was most upset about is that you blew it up, and all of the blocks that were in there weren't. They couldn't be blown up.
it doesn't. It's just a form of punishment, and it's not like I blew up the whole building. I blew up like the central like plaza in the inside of the building that you totally could have fixed if you wanted to.
Yeah, but it's a matter of principle. Because you remember how big that was. You said it was tiny, but you
Yeah.
literally blew up like the
It's
entire middle of the island.
Yeah, but most of the damage is underground. The only stuff you would see from inside the building
Was
was that
under
central
it.
plaza.
It was under it,
Yeah.
though. Underneath is the hardest spot to build because you gotta, like, make platforms and shit.
You didn't have. I didn't have it blow up through the island. 'Cause the whole inside of the island is water.
I still have a screenshot.
It's
You,
fine.
like, nuked the
Don't
bottom
worry
of
about it.
I find it funny how you're still trying to
It
justify
happened.
that shit.
If you weren't opt, you wouldn't have been able to get those
No,
blocks that you shouldn't have
no, I would have been able
pasted.
to. That's why I told you
I don't
about
think-
it. It's a debug
I don't think they
feature
would
with-
have.
No, it would have because I've done it in single player too. I
Oh.
wasn't opt. Those are that's a debug feature
Aren't
that was
you-
added with the mod. So I was like,
Aren't
okay.
you usually
I wonder
opt by default in single player?
if... No, not if you turn cheats off.
I guess. I don't know.
But
So
like, if
when's
it's
the
a
wedding?
Debug. Shut up, Alex. Yeah,
Yeah,
anyone
you're paying for
anyone
it,
in
Hayden.
River's stream, this happens sometimes where we just start yelling at each other like a married couple. It has also happened with me and Deacon one time when I named gold ingots in Minecraft butter on Xbox 360 and he started screaming at me about it.
I mean,
It's
this
just
one's Hayden's fault because he brought it up.
I brought it up. I was just arguing now because you keep trying to justify it. When
It was
know
my
it was an
server. I
accident.
do have the right to
You do, but I
punish you in
also
some sense.
I also didn't have to tell you about it. I told you because it was a debug feature and I didn't know about
Yes,
it.
and I appreciate you did tell me.
But you blew up my shit.
Yeah, I can't just
You
let
realize-
it like slide like that, and it
realize-
wasn't that bad.
Did you say it's not? I'm gonna show a
It
if I
could
can,
have been way worse.
if I. You basically blew up the entire island except for the thing on top of it. Like,
No,
I mean,
no.
River saying you could do it way worse is not that good. That's like, don't worry. I
Alex,
only
your headset is
mildly
weird.
assaulted
Dude,
that
yeah.
person.
that
Your
was
mic's
visible,
on.
that was blew up, is probably like the surface area of like the forge room.
you know what? I'm gonna show a
Maybe a
picture
bit bigger.
on screen. I don't know if I have the screenshot of what it was blown up, but I do have the screenshot of what the island looked like, and I'm gonna explain now. What he blew up was basically the entire ground. So that was where the rivers and streams were. That's where the trees were. That's where the bridges
I
were.
didn't blow anything up outside. It was only that inside bit. Unless if
Yes,
I didn't
the
take a
water
detailed
was
note-
leaking through it, and the fight you could see under it. I'd have to like rebuild all the fucking rock structures and shit under it. It takes forever to do that.
You couldn't even get to those under bits.
Yeah, but I built. Dude, fucking. You know how that mod works. You collect the resources legitimately, and then you paste it in. That's what I did.
And then it allows you to paste in blocks you can't even get.
Because it was debug. I didn't know that was a thing. The mod was updated, and I didn't bother looking at patch notes. You can't tell me you've done that before.
No, I don't look at the patch notes, but
Exactly.
also, if I don't know, I never had that issue with the mod though. I usually don't get client-side mods, so I guess.
Well, I do, okay?
Lightning.
I saw that. What do you mean he really traumatized me? No, he's just bringing back shit from like 4 years ago.
Just let me have my reason. You have your
he
reason.
still
And we
holds
just
a
don't
grudge
talk
on me
about
from
it.
Xbox One where I used creative in my own world and he said it was cheating. And then
I'm
won't
pretty
give
sure
me
it's-
creative mode. It was not your world. I still have it. It's still on video.
I know it was your Xbox, but I thought it was my world
No,
on my
it was-
account.
no, it
Which
was my
technically, I
world.
think you do have, since it's your Xbox, you do have access to that stuff.
No, my Xbox corrupted, remember?
I don't know. I know, but at the time, I don't know.
No, it was my world because I remember it specifically. You don't remember the name I gave it?
Well, because I remember, is this one like we're playing with Jackson?
No,
Or is this
when
a
we were
different-
playing.
okay.
This is when we were playing on Xbox, just the two of us. And then I went into
I don't
creative
remember
mode
that
for
one.
a second, and you said I was cheating, and then you didn't want to play anymore.
Oh,
And then,
yeah.
like, we played something else, and then you wanted to leave. And then it's from that point on, you just never gave me creative because of that reason. I'm like, it's my own
I don't think
fucking
it's.
world. It's
I
an
don't think that's the
Xbox
one
world
I'm
from
upset about. I was
middle
upset when we were playing with Jackson because I was probably like, because I
I
like
didn't
to play
have creative
survival
there.
with. I know. You did cheat in that one because you had your hack it client or
That
whatever.
wasn't a
so
hacked
you did
client.
cheat.
That was a bug.
Oh.
That was a
Whatever.
bug
I
from
don't
Okay, I'm
care.
Bedrock.
back.
You know how glitchy
Alright.
Bedrock Edition is.
But I was upset about that one. I don't
It was a
think I actually
glitch where I used
cared
a
as
gold
much about you going creative in your own world then.
Oh hold on, listen to
This-
me.
I-
The glitch that I used was a golden sword that I called Banana, and there's a damage
I
glitch
know.
you could do at that point where you could one-shot someone. I just put it on a gold sword for no
Oh,
reason
I
and
remember
murdered
that.
Jackson with it, and that's all I did.
That's the one. That's the one I didn't like, though. I don't think I cared about you really going creative in your own world
you
as
did when we were
much. Like,
kids.
yeah, 'cause I mean, when I play, I'd like to actually play survival and do it legit.
I think at the point where we were doing that as kids, I just got bored of the game. Or at least, like, I didn't want to do survival at that point.
Yeah, like I was probably kind of upset because I did want to just do survival and you didn't.
Well, with the one with Jackson,
So like it annoyed me.
with the one with Jackson, you thought I was hacking and wouldn't let me explain. I shit you not, that was a bedrock glitch that you can do.
I'm pretty sure you sent me the command though and it didn't work for me.
Because you weren't opt.
No.
You weren't opt on your own server or your own world. That's why it didn't work.
Then how would you be opt on my world?
I'm not opt on your world. I said it was a bug.
Yeah, I know. So I should have been able to use that command that you put in.
No, it wasn't a glitch command. Like, it was just a bug you could do with crafting interface.
Alright, whatever.
Of course, like that, I gave you the command as like a reference as to what it would have been if you had op, yes. But no, it's just something you do with the crafting interface. And
You didn't
Bedrock,
explain that.
because you wouldn't let me. You were too busy yelling at me.
Probably.
Who's that?
Alex is just. I'm just.
No,
I'm
I'm
just talking about
irritated
Minecraft.
because I'm just unplugging my dang headset until we're done because, yeah, it's like my headset's just awful.
All right,
when it's
I'm
charged.
gonna put these berries.
Why does it have to charge? Why don't you get like one that's just corded into your
Yeah,
PC?
that's what I have right now. I'm using one. Remember
Well,
the
here's the
headset from
thing.
High School River. I'm still using it. The HyperX one. Just the really old headset
I
is
got-
plugged into my speaker.
I got two different types of headsets. Well, I had
A
one that
shitty
was
one?
corded. No, I have one that was corded that was very good for the longest time, but I had audio issues. Like, it was just getting too old, where it just wouldn't work anymore.
I
like,
bought my
one of the-
headset from Hayden's sister.
Yeah, and she
'Cause it-
overpriced it.
No, it was only 20
Well-
bucks. It's a good headset too.
Really? She wanted me to buy her shitty
Any-
Switch from her for like
Well, this
$200. And I'm like, no.
I think
fuck
this
you.
was right after she broke up with you know who.
Oh, that guy, Darnell.
Yeah, because I think it was his headset, or she bought it for him, or whatever.
And then he didn't want to use it. Or something.
Well, so they broke up. So it's like,
Well, yeah, and he's a dick.
yeah, yeah. No, I agree.
I won't go into detail because it's personal, but yeah.
Yeah,
As much as I'd like to.
yeah. I know. you
Anyway,
would.
Going back to my headset.
What do you
So
mean?
the headset I have was wireless or corded
Why did you laugh?
because I was looking for a headset that had a cord only. Because that's what I preferred because I didn't want
Do
to
you want
charge
me to give
it.
you the brand
because-
of the one I have?
Okay, well here, let me finish. So I used it with a cord for many, well, not many years, but for a lot of months, and it was working just perfectly. Until I started having audio issues in my left ear.
Oh.
And then I realized, crap, my headset went. And I'm like, oh, I'll grab my other one that's like really crappy and old, but, you know, maybe it'll work. I plug it in. That headset didn't have issues with the left audio
Do
until I
the-
plugged it into my laptop.
Do the steel things
computer.
work when the doors are open, Alex?
What things work?
No, they
Yes, they do.
Wait, do they? I thought they
Okay.
didn't.
Yes.
Because yeah, you left them open.
Oh.
The beehive kilns,
Does
they don't
not.
work,
No, yeah,
but
you
for
have to
the
close.
other ones, they do.
Also,
I
River,
just
why'd you-
close them
why'd you
typically
laugh?
because OCD.
Why'd you laugh when
Anyway.
I said I want to tell people?
Anyway, so more or less, I figured out that the audio port in my laptop itself went bad. So I cannot plug it in anymore
Just buy
because I'll
speakers.
get nothing in my left ear.
Oh, you're a laptop
I got
gamer.
an idea, Alex. Just get a Bluetooth
yeah,
speaker. and
college!
then- Get a Bluetooth speaker, connect your computer to it through Bluetooth, and then plug in your headphones to the Bluetooth speaker, and then bam. It's complicated,
A
but
lot
it
of
works.
work.
No, it's not. I do that with JBL sometimes. Before I got my new speakers, I just did it with that. because it sounded better. Also, why were you laughing when I said I wanted to tell people? You're like, I know you do, and then you started laughing.
But yeah, if you want to know,
I don't know.
normally what I did after my audio went bad is I kept it plugged in still, because what I had is I had my headset automatically charging all the time because it's a charging cord.
Mm-hmm.
But I did wireless audio, so that worked for the longest time. However,
Is Al what you're gonna call him in 50 years when he's old?
Maybe. I have
Weird Al.
present.
unironically, that's what friends call me in another. What? Oh,
It's Weird Al.
the huge hide. Great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
you want some
bear that
bushmeat
I
too?
basically did all the damage to, and then I got murdered by.
Yeah, I got
Sure.
all the credit.
Yeah,
As
you
the
could
king
have your
always
copper
does.
arrow back.
That's actually Hayden's if you want
Yeah.
to deliver it.
Well, the thing I learned
well.
about traders is traders actually
Or
buy
Hayden
copper
can come
arrows.
up here.
Traders buy copper arrows.
Do they? I thought they
Yes.
sell copper
They sell
arrows.
copper. I thought they bought them too. I don't know. Here, try it out.
Let's see here. It says created by crafting. Doesn't mention anything about them selling them or buying them.
They sell arrows. I know they sell arrows.
Yeah, they sell, but they don't buy.
Thought they did.
They don't.
Why would
They
you
only sell.
buy something you
Typically, traders either buy or sell something. They don't do it any other way.
You know what I wish you could do in this game? I wish you could mix juices or wines to make a kamikaze.
I know you can mix different fruits for pies. Ah, dang it, my bread got charred.
I mean, if
Way
they
to
have
go.
like, oh yeah, I guess you could like do mixed drinks.
Yeah,
That'd
that's
be
what I
kind of
meant.
cool.
That's what I meant. It'd be kind of funny.
Like when you make whiskey's a thing in here, right?
I don't know. I don't think
I
so.
think so.
Is it?
I don't know. You can like make alcohol by distilling. I think.
No, you put it in a barrel and you seal the barrel.
No. I know, but there's distills as well.
Oh, distillery?
Yeah.
No, I need more lime.
Why are there so many... River, are these the berries that you also picked?
No.
No, I've been picking berries too.
Yeah, you can make like rye ale
Because
and
I've been
stuff,
wandering
or
to
rye
traders
whiskey.
trying to trade unsuccessfully. But yeah.
Yeah, you can make whiskey. So yeah, you can do mixed drinks in this.
That's funny that you can make whiskey. I did not bother to look that up. I didn't think you could do that. It's funny.
I knew you could make ale.
I know you can make ale. I
And
saw
then,
that.
yeah,
but-
when you distill ale, it makes whiskey. I have made an iron pickaxe
Why did you make an iron pickaxe? We have
because we don't
steel.
have any steel.
Oh, right. You should have just made a copper pickaxe at this point. We need the iron for the armor.
I'm good.
No, we don't.
I
Well, we need 16 iron, and that's it.
Oh. How do you seal the barrel?
see.
Because we're going to have cranberry wine. How do you seal this?
You
Oh.
have to, as long as it's like full number, I think you can seal
It's
it.
at 45 liters. Yeah.
As long as it's an even thing.
Yeah,
Like,
it's-
you can't have a fraction. It
Yeah,
has
I got
to be,
it. I got it.
like,
Okay.
10, 15, etc., etc.
I'm just making our berries into juice and wine because why not? We have a lot of it.
Yeah.
Go for it. The only
That's-
thing I use it for is making rot, but
Oh yeah, for compost.
yeah,
Well, that's why I have the mash, because the mash turns into that.
I guess.
The dry mash will turn into it, so that's fine. Oh, we have a lot of blueberries. Wait, we can make blueberry jam. Isn't that a thing?
Yes, you can make
Yes,
jam.
honey
using your
and
crock pot.
berries.
You want to do that? We have a lot of honey.
I mean, I don't think it's necessarily.
Well,
I mean, we could.
Hold on, where?
I don't think it's necessarily.
Where's the dough?
I mean, I think it preserves well. I think that's what it.
Yeah, where's the dough?
Yeah.
Though? We could just make blueberry pie or blueberry and red currant or blue whatever. Where's the dough?
The dough, you get grain and you mix it with.
I know. Where's our green or the flour?
Flour's in the blue one.
Oh.
Yeah,
Onion
you're
pies in here.
welcome.
There's also red meat for some reason.
Yeah, well, I put all the edible and usable food in there.
Okay.
So you can eat
So
flour. Is
flour
that
is
edible and
basically
usable?
like
I guess it's
flour is
useful, I
like
guess.
super easy
River,
to
did you
turn
like
into
take the
actually
bucket
bread.
out from this thing and not put it back underneath it?
No, I don't think so. I don't have
Oh,
one
that
on
was
me.
me, I think.
You son of a bitch! I just wasted a bunch of berry juice.
Hey, that's food for the pigs.
No,
Hey, you should pay more attention to your
you removed
surroundings.
the bucket. That's your fault. You saw me
Yeah.
drink juice.
I removed that bucket like a long time ago, Hayden.
No, you didn't. 'Cause
Or
I
You know
was
you
why?
literally doing
Because
juice.
Alex?
someone needed to squeeze all that honey
What the? No, I
into
just.
wax for making refined leather.
Oh no, I was doing this
Leather.
just recently. So how the fuck did the button get removed? I'm gonna look back in the editing and then facepalm when I see that it was me. But I don't remember placing it there.
It was there when we started
minute.
the session.
There's
Because
another bucket.
I was
Why do I have
making
two buckets?
leather.
Why do I have two buckets? Or was there two? Why, am I stupid? What the fuck? Wait a minute. Did I just like? Hold on.
Quit breaking the game, Hayden.
Okay, so Hayden's becoming schizophrenic.
I think what I did, hold on. I think what I did is I picked up the bucket. I put the juice in there, and then I went to go do like take the flour out and forgot what I did with the bucket and thought that I squeezed it out onto the floor.
Yeah.
So the bucket was in there.
The bucket was in there, and I'm just an idiot.
I
Okay,
could have told
great.
you that.
Shut
Thank
up, River.
goodness. Oh,
What are you doing with the? Oh, are you feeding that to the animals?
Yeah, I gave some to the animals.
Oh, because I was like, we can use that for rot.
we
yeah.
could also just feed it to the animals.
I mean, I'd rather give that to the animals than grain.
We have so
Usually.
much of it though, and also they
We
eat
do.
they eat the dry grass too.
Not the pigs. Despite what Alex may say, not the pigs, because he always forgets that they don't take it.
Okay, I'm actually gonna not make pies because we have so fucking many of them. I'm just gonna use the berries for mash. Here.
Alright.
Yeah. Well, you
What'd you
can
throw
make
to me?
berry
I
pie,
threw
or
the
like
mashed
I
meat.
said, we also have those fruit.
Okay, I'll go feed the chickens with the mash.
How do you feed it? Oh, is there a
You
trough
can't
in there?
feed chickens with a mash, River.
Yeah, you
You
can.
can only do seeds.
When I was looking at the goat trough, it said chickens will eat mash when I put mash in there.
Yeah, Alex.
What?
Yeah. Read
Pretty sure.
patch
Let me go
notes.
double check. But I'm pretty sure it said that.
Read patch notes, you noob.
Alright, looking at
I
goat
don't
trough,
read the- I
suitable
don't
fodder for
read the
goats,
vintage
bighorn
story
sheep.
Shut up,
patch
Alex. He's trying to
Chicken and
say
pig.
something. Listen to the king when he's
Yeah.
talking to you.
It feeds the chickens.
How dare you
Whoa.
doubt his majesty?
Yeah, how dare
Well,
you.
it didn't do that before, so
That's your fault for not
Yeah.
reading.
I think that mash can only go in large troughs, so if we give them a large trough, they'll eat the mash.
well, look, I
Also,
did not
River,
know
are there
that.
people still in your stream? You might have to
They
explain
only
why we call
accepted
you that.
seeds before.
I have 2 people on YouTube, it says.
You might want to explain where the whole
Oh.
king thing came from, and I didn't want to do it at first, but you just kept doing it, so I just gave into it.
It's because I rule the server with an iron fist.
No, it's because
And
he's
he's
the
a
host.
dictator.
It's because
Yeah.
he's paying for the server, so he just started this whole bit where he's the king, and then I didn't want to do it, and then he kept doing it, and then Anya got on board with him, like, okay, fine, fuck it.
Yeah, and we told you could be the prince.
And originally I didn't care or want to, and I'm like, you know what, fine, because I didn't want Alex to be it. And I didn't want to be
Yeah.
the guy that gets pushed around all the time.
Well, Alex wouldn't have been the prince anyways. He would have been the peasant nonetheless. But we could have had 2 peasants.
No.
Just one lazier peasant.
Which one, Alex or me?
No, you.
What the fuck?
I mean, you still do stuff, but Alex does way more.
That's because he knows more about the game, okay?
Yeah,
As
I'm aware.
usual, it's the peasant sits on his ass along with the prince, and the
What do you mean
peasant
along
does
with
all
the
the
prince?
work.
You know how much I smithed the last recording session? I made like all of the steel for that first
No,
thing. in
you and
chainmail.
Alex probably do more than I do most of the time.
You do, we do.
You,
I
you
know it's more than
became
you,
an
definitely.
honorary peasant there, Hayden.
Well, I like
That's what
smithing.
happened.
I like smithing in the game. It's fun. Like it's nice to do. Satisfying to see all your ingots there when you're done like with all of them.
Also, it's not that serious. It's a joke.
I know it isn't serious. It's still funny to get angry about it or fake angry about it.
Yeah, say fake. It definitely saves it for you.
What?
Yeah, say fake. It saves it for you.
What do you mean say fake? It's just
Fake
like
angry.
I
You
don't know how
say
to
that
say
you're
it's,
gay and actually angry, Hayden. That's
Yeah.
no,
what
that's not what
River's
I'm doing. I'm
saying,
just
or
like
That's what I'm
insinuating.
saying.
oh. I thought he said fake gay at first. I'm like, no, I am gay.
No, I didn't say that. I don't
I
care
thought
about
you
that.
said.